Welcome to the Managers Portal for PIPA. On the day of recording this, it's a public holiday, so we've got one person working. Good on you, Angus. So in here you can see where your people are working from. It tracks them while they're clocked on, and you can also edit any of their timesheets, including the active ones. Say they forgot to clock off, you can clock off for them. You can also view all of the payrolls and timesheets, and they export right through to currently Xero, and we're also integrating MYOB and other packages. So in here it's really simple. You select for that current pay period all of your timesheets and press export, and they will appear magically over in Xero. This is where all the magic happens, down in settings. Under integrations, you can see that they're connected to Xero. We're currently integrating MyOb and also AgWorld and other agricultural software that we are in conversations with. So in here, settings about the company. When they registered the company, all of these settings were saved to their account, including commodities. And then they uploaded all of their locations and activities so that that's related to their timesheets. Farm assets are tracked for maintenance and pre-start checks, and across in configuration settings is like a remote control. Once these are set, this is how the app integrates with the worker. So if they need to have a break regularly, as in accordance with the award after the first 5 hours, it'll automatically send them a reminder. There's also fatigue management in there. This is where all of our employees' details are, and we set up new employees, and for each one they can be connected to the accounting package. We can also upload all of their documents. This is a new feature as it was requested from current users and subscribers, is they would like all of their HR and WHS documents included in here. So we're going to put some templates in here too for all of them to use. Then in safety reports, this actually brings tears to my eyes. This is one of the reasons I developed PIPA in the first place, was because it was like pulling teeth trying to get workers to actually report on safety. Now, because it's attached to their extrinsic reward of timesheets, and we put in the configuration settings how often they need to report on safety, which can be any one of these types of reports, they're actually reporting on hazards, near misses, maintenance requests, and pre-start checks, which I believe is going to make a massive difference in our industry fatality and injury rates if we can just identify and then manage any hazards and risks on our farms. No more pulling teeth. Look at all these pre-start checks. And again, this was approved by WorkSafe, and we were a finalist in their Farm Safety Awards for this particular, all of this app, but this was of particular attention. They paid attention to. Then in tasks, all of the team can be on the same page, which with what needs to be done. No more standing around in the workshop wondering what jobs are to be done. They can go straight in here and see what needs to be ticked off. Again, you can put them into different categories, and you can allocate them to certain team members or to the team themselves. And particularly, town jobs too. If somebody's going into town, they don't have to ask everybody. They can jump in here and go, okay, what else needs to be picked up from town whilst I'm in there, rather than 5 people going in on the same day. Calendar is really important to keep everybody on the same page, and we have an obligation to consult and communicate with our team, and this is a really great place to let them know when trucks are arriving, when something's happening with livestock. Might be somebody on holidays, so we know whether they're available for work or not. It's just a really great place to keep everybody on board, and again, the workers have access to that on their app. And then in chat, this particular company are using it extensively. Instead of WhatsApp keeping it all in the one group, you could use WhatsApp too, but they keep it all in the one app. And in here, they even put their receipts, so the office manager's no longer chasing for receipts. The guys and girls are putting their receipts into the chat. This is a bit of cream on the top of the cake. We offer this to backpackers and casuals for free. They can upload their profile on the app. They don't get access to everything. They get access to this part and to training, so they can do their pre-training, safe work training before they start on a farm. This is a lot of backpackers on here, and we've had a lot of success of recruiting for seasonal workers. And you can come in here, you can use the filter, or you can just select somebody like this worker. You can have a look at his profile. You've got access to his contact details and make direct contact with him. Have a look at his resume and hopefully get him onto your farm the very next day if need be. PIPA's available for free. Try it today.